Hey everybody, Peter's Garden here.
And his best friend Travis. And now we are about to do the second part of Chapter 1 of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We are storming the castle. No, not Bowser's castle.
Hooktails.
I don't need those.
Hooktails Castle.
Not Bowser's. We don't go to Bowser's castle in this game.
Hooktails. Not...
And that's what I just said. Adoy. Anyway. Now here's another thing that can happen. Here's another thing that's in this game. Koops will say something completely different from what Goombella will be saying. But before we move on, a quick platforming challenge, and we get the HP Plus badge. I don't ever use those.
It's helpful for new players.
Well, it basically... You use out 3 VP, which is how many you get by level up, in order to have 5 HP. So you almost... So, personally, I think if you were going to use 3 VP to equip the HP Plus badge, you may as well have leveled up your HP that time. Anyway, you might have seen it, but there's a gap in the bridge. It is impossible to jump across that, so we have to use the paper airplane to get across. Swapping to Goombella, and here we go.
Whoa, look at all those dry bones. What happened here?
Those are the ones who try to go after... Yeah, the one... it's implied that these are the bones of people who tried to take on Hooktail and failed. Like this guy.
That should not be humorous.
No, it's humorous as to what happens later in this. I'm sorry if you thought I was laughing at the fact that a person died, but what we find out in a sec is going to be the part. You have to read it in order to find out. So, creatures that... So he hates crickets. And that's why I was laughing. Because of the build-up to... Whoops.
Wrong guy.
Yep. Case of mistaken identity. And now for the... I want to say last mini-boss of this chapter. This is also the reason why I bought a fire flower. This was the main reason why I bought a fire flower. The second one is a backup. Dumb bones. Sort of skeleton thing. There was a ones. Oh, there is one other thing. The Durl bones in the audience, they will never give you star points unless you use appeal. So having them as the audience in a one particular boss fight is a pain. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but that's for another time. Anyway. Yeah, the super guarding you press B, or guarding you press A right as it's about to hit you, and B, and to super guard, which guarding reduces damage by 1. Super guarding completely nullifies damage, and if the enemy is hitting you with a physical attack instead of a ranged attack, they will take a point of damage instead. But super guarding requires more precise timing than regular guarding does. Red does. Alright. I could end him right here, but I think I'm gonna swap to Coops. We haven't seen what he can. We haven't seen him summon up a friend of his, which is something that he can do, and unfortunately, I don't think he's going to show it off. Oh well. That was actually why I swapped to Coops, to try again to summon that. 29 star points. And now we are going to head. And now I'm going to swap out one of my badges. Actually, 2 of them. For 2 different ones. Just really quick. Because it's time to take on one of these. Paratrooper, you can see. After playing the game for a little while, I actually start remembering the timing for super guards on most enemies. Alright. I didn't get it. Oh well. And I'm just gonna end it because. Are we about to level up? I'm pretty sure we're about to level up, so I can get away with this. Yeah, quad style spin. Yep, we are. 9. And now to level up BP. You will see me level this up the most frequently out of all of these. Woo! There, Koopa. No need to fight all of you. And now, equip you, and equip you. Alright, I am set for now. We are all set to go. As long as you keep moving, these things should not bother you. There we go. And what you just saw me get was what's called a Shine Sprite.
Which first appeared in Going to the Sunshine.
And Mario Kart DS, which I don't know if that came out before this.
I do not recall seeing Shine Sprites in the Mario Kart DS.
Well, that's because you never did. You didn't have access to friends for multiplayer, because it was a multiplayer thing. Anyway. Star piece number 9, I want to say?
Yeah.
Wait, let me check. Okay, I've got 8
Number
star
10.
pieces, and I did buy the chill out, which costs
10.
3.
3? 2.
Costs. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it costs 2.
Okay, so I've gotten 11 so far. All right, by the end of before you ever hit chapter 2, it's either 20 or I think you're supposed to have either 20 or 21 of them. I can never remember if it's 20 or 21 total. Anyway. This is one that with pixel perfect timing you can actually get right now. If you decide to give up, you'll have to wait till chapter 3 to come back and get this. I am not giving up. I am going to get this. I'm not going to waste time coming all the way back here in chapter 3 just to grab this. Get out of here. I know I can do this. I do this in every playthrough.
I'm gonna say it's the Let's Play curse.
I do believe in that thing, but I am not going to let it affect me. See? 3rd time's the charm. Told you I can do that. And that was number 12.
More dough bones.
Dull bones are everywhere in this place. As you can see. Another black chest. Gee, I wonder what happens with that one. In order to deal with that, we need this.
I'm gonna guess new ability.
Yep. After this, we won't get one for a while. That is way more than enough time. Even my first time through this, I got here with plenty of time to spare. See, you only actually need like 20 seconds total to get through this. 30 if you're bad at mazes. 30 to 35 if you're bad at mazes.
But never the 4 minute.
No, never the 50 seconds. Well, yeah, you don't. Yeah, this is the last one we're gonna see for a little while. Now we go paper thin. Which lets us squeeze in between things that lets us get to places that we couldn't before, like previously. And it's also how you get through these bars. If I can, there we go. And how you get this. Attack FXR. Which luckily for us, attack effects badges.
Requires no PP.
Mm-hmm. And it's also the weakness of the boss. So I'm going to have that equipped for... Actually, I'm going to keep it equipped at all times. And I'll keep the rest of the attack effects that we get. Yeah, there's more of them. I think there's like 5 of them. So now we can progress. Well, actually, we can get to a certain point from here without that.
Yeah, but we would be able to get into the boss room.
Wait, why did we get this key? Oh, right! No, we would not have been... Actually, no. That's as far as we can go. I completely forgot about that key. I know. I completely forgot about the key that we're supposed to use for that one. Give me a sec. This will only take that long. It is real easy to avoid those guys. Seriously, as long as you keep moving. That's the key in question. Alright, almost... Yeah, we're going to have to come back to... We actually need to come back here, 3 times? 2 if you wait to do certain things. But, yeah, if you wait a certain amount of time, you can actually save a trip.
Which is something I would do.
I'd have to wait until chapter 2 in order to save a trip. Because, yeah, I am doing everything at the Trouble Center. The Trouble Center requires you to come back here twice. Because you can only do 1 Trouble Center at a time. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. You don't need to wait till chapter 3. You don't need to wait till chapter 3. Okay. Actually, you know what? I lied real quick. Really quick, I decided I just lied. I'm going to de-equip that until we need it, and... Because here's how you can actually do it. If you fall down there, I believe you land on it. I believe you'll land on the platform. Or it could be the other. Or it could be the one. No, it is that one if you fell off of it. But... Start piece 13. That's one... You know what? I'm not going to avoid this fight. Now, I'm going to... Should I show it off? Yeah, I'll show it off now. This is Power Shell. Which is a multi-strike on ground enemies.
It also insta-killed those doggons.
Yeah, because they have 1 HP and 1 health. Life Shroom. If you die, well, you have one of those, 10 HP, automatic 10 HP recovery.
Basically a revive.
Yeah. I should have had Gambella for this. She has much tastier info. It's a much more hilarious what she says. But, whatever. I don't mind. If I were doing this by myself, I would actually reset every... I would have in your save point, save and reset so you could see every one of the audio every one of their, every one of the partner responses to everything, but that take way too much time. So that would take way too much editing on Phoenix's part, so we're going to say skip that. Shine Sprite number 2. If I really wanted to, I could go grab a third Shine Sprite before progressing any further in the castle, because there's one in Rogueport I can go grab now that I have the paper. I can go paper thin. Okay, that was an ambush. You know what? Just because. Yeah, you can actually hammer first strike the Paragon does. Actually, you can hammer first strike any flying enemy and they'll be low enough to the ground. Go. This is one fight that I...
Ooh! Bedroom.
This is also why I increased my FP at this, with my first level up, so I didn't forget to do it. Yeah, never mind. Also, the thing is, if you see if an enemy has an item, or in the rare case, a badge, if you defeat, as far as the item goes, if you defeat them without them using it, there's a 75% chance that they'll drop it, and a 25% chance of them dropping it if they do end up using it. The badge, I believe, has a 25%, as I believe a 50% all the time. And now this is when I need to be very careful. This is going to be like the slowest. This is going to be the slowest that I'm part of this, I think. Okay. Alright, got it. Very careful. There we go. Because I believe that's number 14. Yep, number 3. Oh, that's number 3. Whatever, I've lost count at this point, I don't care. I'm likely going to end up missing one star piece, at least one star piece throughout this LP. I always end up missing one somewhere. And now, for a quick loop. Because now that that block has fallen, not only can we get the castle key, but we can grab that. And now we will cut back to where we were before, to that area, to where we were just a second ago. So see you in a second. Alright, now we're back. Wait, did you stop? Did you completely stop it? Before? Anyway, now we're back to where we were before I fell down. So, we can use the castle key to get up here. And shine sprite number 3. Got it. And this is one of the reasons why I bought a fire flower earlier in the game. Actually, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, screw it. Alright. Gotcha.
Look at power block.
Yep. Oops. There we go. I'm bad at that. Yeah, this is gonna be like the longest the battle's ever gonna take. That isn't a boss fight.
I don't know, it's quintuple paradigm.
Quad paradigms I can deal with. That would take like 2 turns. Maybe 3 if I mess up an actual command. There we go. All done. Alright. Last battle before I take on the last battle before the boss, probably. Because I'm never able to avoid him either. Ooh. This is where I would want that fire flower, another fire flower, but whatever. I can deal. Yeah, this is not going to be as hard as I thought it was going to be. Lucky.
At least Mario was recovering health points.
Wait, what was that? Oh wait, that's the Happy Heart badge that I got earlier. At random points, it will restore a heart point right as my turn begins. Yeah, that one didn't necessarily require a hammer. But I felt like the other one did. 60 star points. Okay, so we're not going to get a level up in this chapter unless I accidentally run into an enemy at the end of it. Alright. Don't you just love when pieces of recording just utterly fail? Well, that's what happened to this last bit of this part of the chapter. The boss fight, the audio is still there, but the video is not. So, yeah, we're recording the entire boss fight in the rest of this part of the chapter.
It only affected the second half of the boss fight and the cutscene at the end of it, but not the. I believe it returns to normal when you go to save for the end of chapter thing.
You mean the Peach and Bowser interlude?
Save before the end of chapter thing.
Whatever. Anyway, we're just gonna be recording the whole chunk up to that at that save point because commentary might be a little bit different at that point. Anyway, once again, there's the badge setup. That's what I have to go in. These are my characters. This is what I've got. Let's do this shit.
The mighty mustached man.
Moustache, moustache, moustache. I love that song. The strange garb one. Okay.
There's no foreshadowing.
That's not really. Make a good snack. Okay. This is very interesting how this boss is wording this. Ooh, could you tilt the camera down just slightly? Hold on, we need to adjust the camera a bit. Oh, it's going back up anyway. All right. Hold on. We're gonna be cutting this footage for a sec. All right. Now we're back after adjusting the camera. Sorry about that. All right. Here we go. Hooktail. Max HP 20, attack 5, defense 1. That's actually quite a bit for a first fight.
If you're not careful, he's got a two-shot jump.
Well, he would if I didn't have...
Mr. Cricket.
If I didn't have the attack effects badge, he could really screw me over.
Now all of his attacks do 2 damage.
Well, his breath will always do 2, regardless. Unless I get lucky.
His nose and his toe share the health bar.
Yes, they do. Yeah, his attack power drops down to 2 once you use the cricket. Oops.
Non target.
No, I messed up timing. I messed up status timing that again. I was actually trying to go for super guarding there, to be honest.
Instead, Goomba got flattened.
It's no biggie. Quad stylish once again. Ow. My face. Dang. Keep your coins steamed.
Dead being met, no.
Yeah, not happening. Smell the bottoms of your feet?
Gross.
Yeah, that is disgusting. Ugh.
Snack time for Mr. Dragon.
Camera still feels off to me. Alright, I'll be able to check comparison of what I can see. Yeah, it's off still. It's still off. There we go. That's better. That's much better, actually. Why am I sucking so hard with that? Thank you. The dizzy, we haven't encountered this yet, but cheap shot. Dizzy means that they can miss for an unspecified amount of time.
In this case, 2 turns.
Well, actually, 3. Because he got it before his turn started. So many meals. all this thing thinks about his food. 31 star points. I don't know if we leveled up in the original recording or not. But if it was, then star piece counts are going to be different between parts. Search for the crystal star. And guess how we find it. Barf!
How did that guy survive the DuckTales stomach for that long?
The same way that Charlie survives inside that one beast in Pikmin 3? The power of Nintendo logic?
This stomach was made of Nintendium.
Well put. Well put. Speaking of that, I once read somewhere that a kid developed arthritis in his neck, so he could barely move it, and his neck was head was down, and he had been playing his Game Boy Advance at the time, which tells you how old the article is. So the doctor called it Nintendonitis.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, arthritis at the back of the neck, and then looking down like you're holding and looking to look down. You got a crystal star! And you learned the special move Earth Tremor.
Which will get quite a bit of use, I foresee.
Oh yeah, especially in Chapter 3. Spoilers. End of chapter. Mario and friends finally got a crystal star in the castle after defeating Hooktail. Coop's reunited with his long-lost father, whom he thought was dead. Yet they were unable to learn anything about the whereabouts of the princess. Where could Princess Peach be? Yes, Mario's adventure has only just begun. Oh, they don't even know the half of it yet. Save all progress up to this point. Actually, I'm going to not do that in case I have to re-record this part again. But anyway, this has been
The Fetus Guardian.
And his best friend Travis. And we will see you for the next... And next time you hear us, it will be where the audio and video are both working, or the next part, whichever one it is. Until then, we are signing off.